Greetings and blessings. Crawford Ashley here, the spiritual boxer, and I want to talk about boxing again, as I always do. Well, it's basically the basics, but before we go on, I'd like to say congratulations to Daniel Dubois. He proved what I was saying was right. He wasn't a coward. Some of them shots that Big Baby hit him with, man, flipping hell. He took some punishment, but he came through it. And that proves something when people say he quit and he'll always be a quitter. He never quitted in that fight. So congratulations, Daniel. And for you people who like to run people when things are going down for them, some people come back and they come back good. Why do we always like to run people down? I don't get that. Why can't we build people up? You know, that's what I think this world needs. It needs more people building each other up than running it down. Anyway, the Deontay Wilder fight, I don't know what the big deal was. You know, Parker's a very good boxer. All Deontay Wilder had was a right hand. He never landed it and he was in trouble from the start. Learn to box. That's boxing. We all talk about making boxing safer. The easiest way to make boxing safer is learn to box. Boxing is about not getting hit. Hit and do not get hit. It's that simple. But a lot of people don't want to go in and have a fight. You've got a fight. You got fighters and you got boxers. But a good boxer will always be a good fighter any day of the week, you know. But that's what it is. It's like now with Theo, I'm teaching him different things that are going to help him in the professional game, because the amateur game is too quick. There's no time to settle. You just have to work. And like you've seen on the here, it's just outwork. And if you've got a good engine, which Theo has, he's very fit, you can work that. But the next part is progressing into longer rounds, 3-minute rounds, and that's where I think he'll come into his own when he's in the pro game, when he's got 6, 7, 12 rounds to break a guy down and destroy him. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to be one of these. Once he gets the right people behind him, he'll keep him busy, keep him working. You know, he's gonna be massive, because he's got that kind of style that you want to watch. He comes to fight, he comes to win. And that's all I think most people want. They want fighters who want to come to win, and they'll do everything in their power to win. It's like my career. I lost quite a few fights, 10 in total, but I won the crowd in most of them. So when you say like the ones I got knocked out in, didn't win the crowd, but the likes Graziano Rodriguini, I won the crowd. The likes of Michael Nunn, I won the crowd. You know, I'm not going to talk about Virgil Hill because that was just a friggin', I didn't feel I performed as well as I should have done because of the strokes were pulled before the fight. But that's another story. And getting warmed up and cooling down, and then getting warmed up again and cooling down, and then getting warmed up again. I just couldn't be fucking bothered, man. So that one I'm not gonna have. But there's been others where the fight's been good and you just win the crowd, going into another guy's backyard and beating him there and watching how people react. It's like Jimmy Peters went down to his backyard in front of all his fans, took him out in one round, and they were congratulating me. His fans were coming up, congratulating me, and it's like, they're still his fans, and that's the one thing the promoters don't get. You've got to promote a show, not a ticket seller. 1 ticket seller is no good, 2 ticket sellers no good, 3 ticket sellers no good. If you've got a ticket seller and he loses, he'll still be a ticket seller. It's if he gives up. So I think to keep boxing the way it is, you need to put evenly matched cards on. And if you have a look at Theo's first 3 amateur fights, every one's even. It could have gone either way in all of them. And he put in a good performance, worked hard for his things, and he's learnt a lot from his last fight. He just jumped on a different level. Anyway, that's what it's all about, boxing, learning the basics. And he asked me what his weaknesses were. So I told him head movement. Sometimes his head's too stiff, takes his shots. He don't block or parry with his hands. And the next one was your jab. It's got to be faster and snappier, because that generates more power. And then I says to him, you know, in 10 years' time, when you ask me what your weaknesses are, I'll be saying your jab. You got to work, it's got to be harder, and it's got to be faster. The jab has got to be the tool you work the most. For me, anyway. But that's just me. Anyway, if you like the vibe, then subscribe. Until next time, I'm just chilling out.